right, Carly. Sonny warned you all of 5 minutes before he jumped right into bed with Faith.
This isn't a good time right now. You'll let it.
We're supposed to be lovers. You know, that's really difficult to do when you're avoiding me like the plague.
I don't want you here.
That attitude is exactly why, no matter how much you hate the idea, I'm moving in with you.
We already discussed this. It's not going to happen.
I met Alcazar in the park yesterday, and I led him to believe that I am working you. He has no idea that he is my real target. Now, see, I have to move in here to convince him that I'm your mistress, that I have some influence with you.
I will not have you living in my wife's home, and don't you ever touch that picture again.
You won't have a wife if you don't cooperate. Not that Carly is any great loss. I mean, what has she ever caused you but trouble? She's too trashy to be a trophy wife, and she's not smart enough to be anything else. Like a real partner. Like I could be. If you just give me the chance, you know, really just think of it as the first step in moving up to the real deal. Because I guarantee you, in bed and everywhere else, I can provide more than Carly ever did.
If I want a whore in my bed, I will pay for one I can stand to touch. Leave.
You know what? I will be at the fireworks tonight. Find me there. It's the perfect opportunity for a public display of affection. And after all, that's what the feds let us out of jail for. Oh, and if Agent Brown and company lose any more patience with you, you will lose any hope of finding your precious Carly alive.
Bitch. Back from the island, or did you never leave?
I let Courtney go to Michael alone.
I trade myself to the feds so they can search for Carly. What the hell am I supposed to offer when Rick has you arrested for breaking and entering?
Rick hasn't called the cops. He doesn't even know I went back to his house.
Maybe, maybe not, but I asked you to do something. You didn't do it, Jason.
My sister has cancer.
What?
I mean, something's been wrong with her ever since she came home. I didn't know what. I didn't even try to find out. It's breast cancer. Emily's birth mother died from it.
Sorry.
She just told me. I couldn't do anything. Not even saying that I was scared because everybody else is scared, you know? Everybody else is trying to fix this for her. And all I can do is listen when she needs to talk. Man, I want to fight this for her, but I can't. You know, I can't just shoot somebody. I can't break into somebody's house. I can't take them off the street and hurt them until they tell me how to save her. I can't do that for Emily. But I can do that for Carly. I have to, Sonny. I promised her I'd always be there for her, no matter what. I can't go back on that.
You stay. That's... Carly would want you to. Sorry, man. As much as I hate this thing with the feds, I need my wife back.
Here you go.
Try to eat it all now.
You are eating for two?
Shouldn't you be meeting Elizabeth at the park? You wouldn't want to keep her waiting now, would you? Actually, I feel sorry for Elizabeth because she's really going to hurt badly when she realizes she's been lying to herself about you this whole time.
Elizabeth knows that I love her, and she loves me.
You are a void. You are a bottomless pit, incapable of love or anything good. And Elizabeth knows this. She's just not willing to admit it, but when she does, Rick, she's gonna go running, and she is never gonna stop.
I can't feel anything. What?
Look at your hand. Loosen it up. Okay, relax.
Maybe I should wait till the kid's a little more protective. Whoa. I think I... Was that it?
That was it.
That was it?
Yes, it was.
What are you doing?
Hey, you made it.
What the Bureau wants, the Bureau gets, you know? Me in public with the hired tramp.
You know, I do have a part to play in this myself. It would be easier if you stopped calling me names.
Stop earning them. I don't want you. I want my wife back. As soon as you get that in your head, then we'll get along fine.
Okay. What now?
Okay, we watch fireworks. Go back to my place, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and stay there. Don't get any ideas, all right? You sleep in the guest room.
I'm here to speak to Corinthos.
He's not here?
We'll give him a message. I know where his wife is.
Stay tuned.
Sonny!
Hey, did you find anything?
Alcazar went home after he left here last night. He's living in Rick's old apartment.
What do you think that means?
Well, Carly's been gone for weeks.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Alcazar claims he knows where to find her. And now it turns out he's got yet another tie to Rick.
Real estate?
Why not stay at a hotel? Why buy a place? Unless it's to give Alcazar an excuse to keep meeting with Rick.
So now you agree that Rick and Alcazar could be working together? What happened to, Rick grabbed Carly all by himself and, Michael claimed he saw her. Do you agree now that he could be
Sonny,
repeating what he heard you say?
Michael saw Rick take Carly. I believe that, okay?
Okay.
I don't have the proof that Rick took Carly. All I got are a bunch of things that don't add up. Right? Like the power went out when I was alone in Rick's house. Like all those surveillance cameras that didn't record me breaking in. And most of all, I have what Rick did to Carly before. He used her, and he lied to her, and he made Carly believe the one thing that would hurt you most. Come on, Rick doesn't care how badly Carly hurts as long as you hurt too. And what could be worse than losing your wife and your child, having them vanish without a trace, and on my wedding day because Rick hates me too? Sonny, it's exactly how Rick thinks. In a sick way, it's smart, it's calculated to cause maximum damage. It's all about revenge. Doesn't that sound like Rick to you?
What are you up to now? Oh my God, you're gonna poison your own wife.
So I had someone tell Alcazar when he left here last night. Went back to his apartment. Stayed there all night long. No taps are in place on the phone, but I can get Stan.
Alcazar's a professional. I'm sure he checks his place for surveillance equipment. All we'll do is put him on the defensive. Last night, did you get the sense he was bluffing or telling the truth?
Truth. Definitely knows something about Carly.
Good.
Why? You gonna negotiate with him?
No, that's not what I meant. I wasn't sure you'd admit that Alcazar had a part in this. You hate Rick so much, you let him blind you to everything else that's dangerous, and that means I lost my right hand. I need you on this. That means you can't go after Rick and you can't get arrested for breaking into his house.
I won't.
Glad to hear it.
I need something from you in return.
We're negotiating now.
Maybe you're right. I'm too angry to think clearly, because when I see Rick, I want him dead. The time I beat him up in the hospital, I didn't even know what I was doing. Sonny, he said something to me, and the next thing I knew, I had my hands around his throat, trying to squeeze every bit of air out of him. I can't trust my own judgment. So I have to trust yours. I'll go after Alcazar. I'll kill him if you want. But don't drop Rick as a suspect. Just promise me you'll be professional and you'll look at what Rick has to gain from this.
You have my word.
What? Faith Roscoe's here.
What does she want?
She's moving in.
You don't waste any time, do you?
We are supposed to be lovers. That requires physical proximity. Take these to the master bedroom, would you?
Okay. I already told you. You're going to sleep in the guest room, and you're going to keep your mouth shut. Because if you blow this deal, Faith, I will send your sorry butt back to prison.
Good birth control pills. You got them. You really are gonna try and keep Elizabeth Elizabeth from getting pregnant.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm in the park. I need to
Well, get home. I miss you.
I need to tell you something, and I don't want to do it over the phone or at home.
Something wrong?
I'm near the gazebo. Just get here as quickly as you can. I'll wait for you.
Of course something's wrong. She married you.
How long can you stand to live with Faith?
As long as I have to. I mean, I don't want her in my house. I can't stand the sight of her. But I need the feds.
Just be careful. She's dangerous.
Do me a favor. If you see me one morning, you come in here, I'm dead on the floor. Go to Faith, snap her neck, go back to looking for my wife.
Scott Baldwin.
Oh, hey. How can I help you?
I just wanted to give you a little update. The federal boys, they found a strand of Carly's hair on one of the planes that took off the night she disappeared.
Where's the plane?
The plane's down in Venezuela. It has been there, hasn't moved since it got there.
Where in Venezuela?
Caracas. Don't even think about sending Jason down there, okay? Because your job is to make goo-goo eyes with Faith. Huh? Lorenzo Alcazar.
D.A. Baldwin.
Well, I don't think you're here for a game of shuffleboard.
Mr. Corinthos and I are law-abiding citizens. Certainly we're allowed to have a conversation without interference from the D.A.
Why don't you skip the shuffleboard, do this whole town a favor? Both of you play a nice round of Russian roulette.
I take it Baldwin hasn't been able to help you find your wife?
Jason says you found her for me. Which I find interesting, since Baldwin says it's hopeless. They haven't found a body. They think Carly's dead.
I have a witness who puts Carly in Venezuela.
I need more than that. How'd you get this information that Carly's in Venezuela?
I have a home in Venezuela. Whenever something important or unusual happens in my territory, my people everywhere, they keep me informed. Now, I have people in prisons, in airports, in restaurants, everywhere. My witness saw your wife get into a car being taken away from Caracas Airport.
How do I know it wasn't one of your people who took her away? Or maybe you grabbed her in the first place and took her to a territory you control.
Would I be telling you all this?
Well, you would, yeah, if it opened up negotiations.
I'm offering my services as an intermediary. Whoever's got Carly, I can get her. Not the police, not Interpol, not anybody else they can bring in.
You do this for me, what do you want?
You know what I want. What I wanted all along.
To run drugs through my territory.
Among other things.
Right.
I think the terms are generous. All I want from you is the use of your peers and transportation network.
You find my wife, you got a deal.
What are you doing?
That depends on you. If you don't tell Rick I took this picture, I'm going to get you out of here and reunite it with your husband.
Why should I trust you?
Trust that I'm working in my own best interest. Who would I rather have in my debt? Rick or Sonny?
What the hell are you doing here? Again?
I thought partners shared everything.
Nothing about this fits.
I went to question Alcazar the night Carly disappeared, and I swear on my life that he was surprised. He had no idea that Carly was missing.
So Alcazar's not the one who loaded Carly on a plane to Venezuela? Alcazar's negotiating, and he's lying through his teeth because I know he has access to Carly. But not the way he says.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep him talking, wait for him to make a mistake.
What about the drugs?
I'll lie to him, tell him I'm moving them, and I'll lie to anybody else who, you know, if it means finding Carly. I don't know what's worse. Thinking my brother took Carly because he's a psycho out to hurt me, or knowing that Carly's a bargaining chip and Alcazar's holding her because she's valuable to me. Either way, I brought this down on her.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did, Jason. She's out there somewhere. A prisoner. Scared for herself and her child.
Whatever's happening, Carly will survive it. She'll keep that baby safe. You know that, Sonny. Carly never gives up when things are impossible. She just fights even harder.
Don't take her strength for granted, Jason. Anybody can break.
You want me to check out Alcazar's place?
No, not yet. I want you to find more proof that Rick and Alcazar are working together. But stay out of trouble, because you're no good to me in jail.
I understand.
Hello, lover.
That's Carly's.
My husband is going to be so happy.
I thought I made it very clear that I don't want you dropping by whenever the hell you feel like it. I don't want you coming around when I'm not here. I don't want you talking to her. I don't want you near her. I have worked too hard and too long for you to come in here and screw this up now.
I told you not to go into the master bedroom.
We're supposed to be intimate. And since you are clearly not into sharing, I took it upon myself to go into your personal space, see what clues I could find out. Want to know what I discovered?
You sure you want to do this?
You're just a freak about control, aren't you? Everything is just perfect. Every suit hung just so. Every shirt perfect, not crowded, not wrinkled. Now that is more than the work of a devoted housekeeper. That is a man who has to have everything exactly the way he wants it. Carly, she's a different
You know what?
story.
Do me a favor. Do not say her name.
Yeah, organization is not her strong suit. No, all her dresses crammed together, everything jumbled on top of each other. I couldn't even see if she had any maternity clothes. She did have plenty of Lycra and spaghetti straps. That's what you like, isn't it? And she certainly, caters to you, doesn't she? Is red your favorite color?
Take it off.
I'm just trying to be accommodating. Of course, the dress does fit like it was made for me. I thought it would be a nice way to make our affair seem a little more authentic.
Really? I said take it off.
You're not going to screw this up for me now. You're the one who almost lost her. You should be grateful I stepped in when I did.
Lost her? Lost who?
Lansing's wife?
You're acting on your own. That wasn't part of the deal.
Deals are subject to change.
Not with me.
You might consider being more accommodating.
Right. You we're working together, that does not give you or entitle you to an invitation into my house whenever you feel like
You
it.
wouldn't have a house or anything else.
I never asked for your help.
Your perspective is very skewed.
Rick is stark, raving mad. If you want to stay alive, go tell Sonny where I am now. Before it's too late for all of us.
Get dressed.
Man doesn't rip a woman's dress off unless he wants what's underneath.
That's Carly's dress. You stay away from her clothes, her closet, anything that's hers. You understand me? Your room is the guest room. That's it.
My, aren't we hot and bothered? Yeah, I can see how this would be uncomfortable for you having to compare me to your wife. And
You
me,
should
a
stop
woman.
talking about my wife. I'm telling you.
You despise me. You want me more than you've ever wanted her.
Not even close. Put this on.
It's okay, you know, Sonny. You can give into it. You are on fire, and I can feel it. And you can't fight this any more than I can.
Don't you touch my hair. Get out of my face.
Why? What are you afraid might happen?
Nothing's gonna happen. Not now, not ever.
The gentleman doth protest too much.
Get dressed. Get dressed!
We are both alone. My husband is dead, and deep down you know your wife is too.
Carly's alive. I can feel it.
Denial.
She's waiting for me, okay?
Just keep
I know she is.
You tell yourself whatever you want to stop yourself from taking what you really want.
You were nothing to me but static. That scratchy little noise that I had to put up with to get close to my wife.
Static is electricity. There is a charge between us. You can't deny it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're a whore. You know what a whore is? Huh? Cheap. Easy, forgettable. Why should I dishonor myself with you when all I can think about, care about, is my wife?
Your wife is dead.
She's not!
What if she is? You are a realist. You know the chances of finding her diminish with every passing day. It has been weeks. Carly could be dead and buried. Where does that leave you, huh? Where's your life if Carly doesn't come back?
I'll be back.
Yeah, go on. Go on, tell Sonny that Rick's had me all along.
Rick's moving inside, walking. Now he stopped. What was that noise?
Carly? What's wrong? Are you sick?
Please keep him away from me.
Well, cause I'm... What did he say to you?
He just looks at me with those cold eyes. Like I'm not human, like he could do something to me and it wouldn't matter. He could hurt me.
He's not gonna hurt you, Carly.
I didn't see his eyes. Look, no matter how bad it's gotten, with you at least show some compassion. At times even regret, but I know you wouldn't hurt my baby, but with Alcazar it's different. I don't know what he's capable of.
I'll protect you.
Promise me you will. Promise me you'll keep Alcazar from doing anything to me.
I swear. Alcazar never hurt you or this child.
Guess what? What? I've just come from Dr. Meadows' office. She says I can get pregnant.
I didn't know that you had an appointment with Dr. Meadows.
Yes, well, I wanted a second opinion. I wanted her to double check her original diagnosis, and I'm so glad she did. She said Dr. Gordon was completely wrong. And that I'm healthy. She ran all these tests, and she sees no reason why in the world I can't get pregnant.
That's great. But Dr. Gordon is a fertility specialist, and
Dr. Meadows is an OBGYN.
Yeah, but she works with fertility specialists all the time.
Yeah.
She thinks Dr. Gordon must have mixed up my test results with someone else. It's the only reason why he could have been so completely wrong. Who told you about Dr. Gordon anyway?
Alcazar got Gordon's name off the registry of medical frauds.
Well, I called my physician in Manhattan to get a recommendation. He said that Dr. Gordon was an expert in his field.
He was wrong and incompetent.
You know that, Elizabeth.
Yes, I do. He gave me a misdiagnosis, and he could be doing it to other people, too.
Look, I'm sure he did his best. The bottom line is my doctor in Manhattan wouldn't have given me the recommendation if he didn't think that Dr. Gordon didn't have an excellent track record.
All right. You know what? Let's just forget about Dr. Gordon, okay? The important thing is that you and I can conceive a child.
Yeah. Dr. Meadows' opinion.
Why aren't you happy to hear this?
Because Rick wants you to think you can't have a baby so he can look like a hero when he gives you mine.
You put a mic in Rick's house?
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Okay. No,
Shut it down. It's over.
Just listen to the tape. Rick and Alcazar were fighting over a woman. It could be Carly.
Okay, Rick, what's wrong? Why aren't you thrilled we can have a baby?
I am, if it's true.
Dr. Meadows is certain.
And I hope she's right.
Okay, you assume that Dr. Gordon was right. Why would you think that the bad news was true and be skeptical about the good?
I'm just being cautious, that's all.
No. Something else is going on. Have you changed your mind? I thought you wanted to have a baby as soon as possible.
Oh, Elizabeth, I want to have a child with you.
Well, then why aren't you excited about what Dr. Meadows said?
I pray to God that she's right. But I didn't want you to get your hopes up to only be disappointed. Look, we've been on an emotional roller coaster, right? Thrilled to be pregnant one minute, devastated that you miscarry. I don't think either one of us wants to go through that again, right?
Can you try to at least feel a little hope?
I am hopeful because I want to have a child with you, whether you can conceive or not.
Well, I kind of was hoping we can start trying next month, if that's okay with you.
Of course. Trying's half the fun.
All the fun. Since you've laced her food with contraceptives. But you know what, Rick? It's one lie too many. And Elizabeth will find out when she does. The whole house of cards is going to come tumbling down. Enjoy it while you can. You're so stupid. So stupid to mouth off to Alcazar. Because sooner or later he's going to go to Sonny. He's going to make a deal. And then I will be free.
You wouldn't have a home or anything else if it weren't for me helping you. I never asked for your help. Well, your perspective is very skewed.
Doesn't prove that.
What? Sonny, they're talking about a woman. Rick said he didn't want Alcazar bothering her.
I don't want you talking to her. I don't want you near her. I have worked too hard and too long for you to come in here and screw this up now.
Rick wants Alcazar to stay away from Elizabeth.
Or Carly.
Rick's trying to convince Elizabeth that he's gone legit. Meanwhile, he's working with Alcazar.
What does that mean when Alcazar said to Rick he almost lost her until he stepped in? What's that mean?
You don't know blackmail when you hear it? Alcazar's trying to control Rick, letting him know that he's going to tell Elizabeth that he hasn't gone legit as he says he has. What the heck? What does this have to do with anything anyway? It has nothing to do with Carly.
What about this?
What is it?
Stan and I were working on before you came in. He isolated, amplified the sound, but we can't identify it.
Have you heard it before? Huh?
Just once. Only when Rick's alone.
Well, it sounds like some electrical sound.
Okay, Sonny, we need to get it analyzed, okay? And since you're working with the feds, maybe their forensics lab can do something with this.
Stan.
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor. Take over surveillance. Give me a copy of this tape so I can hand it over to the FBI and they can analyze it.
Got it.
I got a job for you. Could be your chance to find Carly. What are you doing here?
I have matters to discuss with you. Faith invited me away. I hope you don't mind.
Faith, go upstairs. What is it?
I'm expecting a sizable shipment of product. If you offload it at one of your peers, I'll tell you where your wife is.
You deliver Carly to me first. I make concessions.
So my position is non-negotiable. You deliver my product, and in return, I deliver Carly. Or perhaps you're not quite as anxious to get her back as you were, say, a week ago. Mrs. Roscoe is an attractive woman.
Yeah, she fulfills my needs.
Yeah, then why aren't you more interested in getting Carly back?
You know what? I'm at the end of my rope here. How do I even know you have any access to Carly? How do I know you're not bluffing? Using my wife's disappearance when you don't even know where she is.
I don't bluff. I can lead you to Carly, but only if I get what I want in return. Don't take too long to think about it.
Babe!
What?
Don't what me? Get down here.
What is the point of us posing as lovers if you're going to treat me like garbage in front of Alcazar?
Listen, all Alcazar has to believe is that you're sleeping with me. You're gonna drop in on him in a half hour.
Why would I do that?
Well, he thinks you're angry because I kicked you out of the meeting.
I am.
Well, now's your chance to play with him a little bit. Work your way in.
When the test matches the LH surge line on the indicator, you would begin ovulating within the next 34 hours. This is your optimum window of opportunity for conception.
There's not gonna be a baby for you, Elizabeth. Because Rick only wants Sonny's and mine.
What'd you find at Alcazar? Jason, what'd you find? This. It's Carly's gun.
There's no date on the photo.
It looks like a cell. She looks pale. What if he's not feeding her? What about this is not good.
Alcazar wants to do business with you. He knows if he hurts Carly or the baby, you're going to retaliate, Sonny. But if Rick is involved,
Forget Rick. Forget what this. We got proof right here.
we don't know where this picture was taken. She could be anywhere.
You're not helping Carly. You're not helping me. You got to do your job. I'm telling you, you got to do your job.
I will.
Do you want to investigate Rick on your own time? You do that. But right now, we're dealing with Alcazar.
Okay, I understand.
We've got to. We got an opening. We got an opening in Carly.
do you want?
Now you gotta pull yourself out of this.
What's the point, Rick? Sonny's probably waking up in bed with Faith right now.
He isn't capable of love and fidelity. I know that's hard for you to hear. Just maybe it's better you know the truth. You're finally seeing Sonny for who he really is.
Oh, you want me to agree with you? Like Elizabeth does to believe in you.
Elizabeth is right to believe in me.
Even though you lie every time you open your mouth.
My intentions are not a lie, neither is my love. I will give Elizabeth the happiness and the family that she deserves.
You're terrified. You're terrified to have a baby of your own, aren't you? I understand. I was afraid of Michael when he was first born. I couldn't even pick him up. I was afraid I'd drop him on the floor and I'd hurt him. It's what you're afraid of too, Rick. You're so afraid of having your own baby because you're gonna hurt it, so you want to steal someone else's.
You think you know how I feel? Huh? What I think?
I'm dying in here. Rick, a little more every day, and so are you. You are feeding Elizabeth birth control pills. Do you know how desperate that is?
You know, Carly, I would really love to continue this conversation, but it's getting
You know what? This isn't gonna work. Okay, it's not. You will be found out, and you will end up with nothing. You'll have no baby, no Elizabeth, no family. She's gonna see who you are. She's not gonna love you. She's not gonna grieve for you when Sonny and Jason kill you, but I'll probably already be dead. And so will my baby. But you win. Right? You will have taken everything away from Sonny and destroyed it. And in the process, you will have destroyed everything that you love too. Congratulations.
Get your breakfast.
You think you can deal with me, Sonny, Jason, and Alcazar? I don't have a prayer. Alcazar's on my side, and he will take me back to Sonny sooner than you think.
Tell me where my wife is. Whatever game this is, you've played long enough. It's over. Tell me where my wife is.
I have no idea.
The room looked like a cell of some kind.
What cell? What room?
You locked up my pregnant wife like an animal. You gonna tell me where she is right now?
Oh, you saw the picture. You sent someone to break in.
You don't tell me where my wife is right now, I'm gonna kill you myself this morning.
I don't know where your wife is. I wish I did. As far as the picture, I think it was taken in Venezuela, but I don't know when. A source sent it to me.
And that source what? Turned up dead?
Yes, as a
You're lying to my face!
I'm a businessman. You know what I want.
You have a picture of my wife in terrible trouble. You don't help her. You don't come to me, and you expect me to deal with you?
Running drugs to your territory is a reasonable request.
And I'm a reasonable man, except when somebody threatens my family.
I have all my people in Venezuela looking for your wife.
So you held this picture why? Alcazar, you didn't go to the cops? You were going to give it to me at the right time? Huh? To use it to your advantage? Because you know where my wife is.
You ready to make a deal?
Or maybe you took the picture yourself. Maybe my wife begged you to let her go, and you talked to her this morning. Maybe you spoke to her from South America. I don't know! Because you don't help me find my wife. I'm done with this now.
Well, I'm your best source of information, Mr. Corinthos.
Yeah, well, that's it for me, okay? I cut my...
What the hell is going on around?
You tell me what's going on! anytime you want, Rick?
We're working on a deal.
Yeah, what kind of deal?
I don't see how that's any of your concern.
You act like he owes you something.
Well, he does. The down payment on this apartment.
Aren't you paying cash?
I'm waiting for the money to be transferred from an offshore account.
Yeah, and until that happens, this apartment is technically mine.
I thought you didn't want anything to do with Alcazar. Or are you lying to me? Forget it.
I suggest you knock next time.
What did he want?
It's nothing to do with
Does
you.
he know anything?
Corinthos is a very intelligent man.
Why was Faith here last night?
You watching my...
Answer my question!
Faith is living with your brother. It makes her a potential source of information. And as long as she can keep from trying to kill your wife again. Where's Mrs. Lansing, by the way? Not drinking lemonade, I hope.
Was that a threat? You listen to me. I'll do whatever it takes to protect Elizabeth from Faith. Or you, for that matter.
You're a busy man, Rick. Keeping Carly prisoner, lying to your wife, trying to allay your brother's suspicions, not to mention Morgan's. By the way, I think he hates you. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to control it. Imagine one day she's going to wake up, snap your neck.
I can handle the situation.
Is that right? I think you're in too deep. I told you that from the start. It's time. Let's get Carly out of there.
Somebody's opening the door.
What's in the bag?
Sounds like he's unpacking something.
Okay, what are you up to now?
That's that weird sound again. Now it's gone.
What was that all about? Oh, hi, honey. You're back. Good. I made plans for us to go to the No Name tonight. We'll go in there all cozy, and then we'll have a little lover spat. Then we'll get right back to Alcazar.
I'm leaving town.
To go where?
Away.
To look for Carly? Why? That's the Fed's job. See, your job is to stay here with me and position me with Alcazar, and I'm making progress.
You expect me to wait and leave my wife in danger? Why, you what? Go after Alcazar?
I just need a little more time.
Well, that's not my problem. Move.
Wait a minute. One more step.
Go.
And I call Rick and Alcazar, and I tell them the truth. We have a deal.
I pretend to sleep with you. That was the deal. I have done that. Now I'm going to go search for my wife. If you don't get out of my way, I'm going to shut you up by any means necessary.
I'm not going to prison.
Then you better get the hell out of my way. I'm not playing with you. Do me, get her out of here, will you?
All right, I'm going.
Hurry, hurry. I'm going to Venezuela.
Well, because of the picture?
It's the best lead we had.
Well, I gave a copy to Baldwin. He said he's going to have it analyzed right now.
Anything else?
We're just still getting that weird frequency at Rick's house.
Could be something to that. Rick showed up at Alcazar's. He just walked right in.
I think they could be working together. I don't see how. Can you get that?
Hiya, boys. Forensics. Back on the picture.
Forensics find.
So let me ask you something. What do you got on tap tonight with Faith? A couple of martinis, a little dancing.
Come on, Baldwin. This is serious. What did forensics find with the picture?
She's not in South America. She's right here in our mob-infested little town of Port Charles.
Hurry, come and get me out of here.
Keep watch. Bring her out.
We're going home. Alcazar's gonna come. He's gonna take us home to Daddy. Come on, do it. Come on and get me out of here. Come on, hurry up, Lorenzo. Come on, I'm counting on you to bring us back home where we belong.
What the hell is wrong? You bet there's something wrong. I changed the frequency on the remote, you double-crossing bastard. Think I was gonna let you take Carly right out from under my nose?
No, where are you going? No, you can't give up. Come on, come back here!
What about the picture? It was taken off a guy in Venezuela. We have a witness who saw Carly. I mean, I don't know what that means to you, but...
The witness is lying. This picture was taken here. You see, we blew it up. We got to look at this label. This is from item of clothing that was bought here in Port Charles.
What does that prove?
Nothing. Whoever kidnapped Carly could have bought that here, taken it to Venezuela.
No, we checked that out. You see, this item didn't come on the rack until after Carly went missing. She's not in Venezuela. She's right here in Port Charles.
Baldwin, it's past time to move. Issue a search warrant for Lansing's house, arrest him for suspicion of kidnapping. He's either going to break under questioning or we're going to find out that he's holding Carly somewhere. Either way, this has to end.
Terminating our association. Effective immediately.
First of all, Morgan, I don't take orders from you. Now, if I could connect Rick or anyone else to these clothes, I would have already issued a warrant.
Why should I believe you?
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy, because the cops are going to need a hell of a lot more than your half-baked theory.
My money's on Alcazar. He gave me the picture. He either took it himself or he had somebody take it for him. Now, I know that you think Rick did this, but he does not have the resources. This abduction is costing somebody a lot of money. Now, Alcazar, with his drug money, can control his own army and half of South America. Compared to that, Rick doesn't even register on the financial radar.
Well, then ask yourself this. Why is he dealing with a two-bit hood like you, then?
Alcazar wants my docs. Obviously, a lot more than I thought. He knows I'm not going to willingly give it to him, so he grabs Carly, comes to me, acts like he wants to help. He's smart. He's covering his bases. He knows he couldn't get my docs by negotiating, so he's using extortion in the form of my wife.
Well, I would like to nail Alcazar.
Then you do that, because I'm telling you, he's your man.
Well, I'll work the Alcazar angle. But in the meantime, you keep your end of the bargain, and you make nice with Faith.
We know Alcazar is involved. I just want to see if Scott can tell us how.
You gave me your word that you would consider what Rick has to gain from this. He's in this, and we need to figure out how before you and Carly both end up dead. You know I hate Rick. But I listened to you when you said that I wasn't being objective. So now I step back and I examine it. And no matter how I look at it, he keeps coming back to the same thing. Rick took Carly, and it's not something that you want to hear.
I don't want to hear it because it doesn't hold water. Everything points to Alcazar, Jason. His brother was obsessed with Brenda, blames me for everything that went wrong in his life. Luis dies a few months later. Lorenzo shows up. Why? 2 reasons. Personal and professional. Revenge for his brother, and my dogs for his drugs.
Sonny, you're assuming. How do we know that Alcazar gave a damn about his brother? How do we know that? You don't like your brother. I can't stand mine. For all we know, they hated each other. And Lorenzo was a lot better off business-wise with Luis out of the picture. Sonny, just follow me for a second, okay? If Alcazar took Carly,
Right.
he did it to have leverage against you, right?
Right.
Now, kidnapping your pregnant wife for access to your dogs, that seems like a pretty radical statement, and that's not easy to pull off. Now, why would you go through all that trouble and then not use it?
It goes back to Rick.
Every time.
You give me proof, I'll kill him.
You sure?
If you kidnap my pregnant wife, you'll be my dead enemy.
Are you in place? Destroying it would only focus Sonny and Jason's suspicion more on me. I'm going to use it to feed them disinformation, steer them on another track.
Where do I fit in?
Well, I don't know yet, but I know where you don't. My house. As of now, no more visits to Carly. You don't show up at my house unannounced. We do this my way.
Alcazar, open up.
You know the way out.
You lied to me. You know damn well Carly's not in Venezuela. Where is she? Police forensics came up with proof that Carly never left the country. Photo was fake.
I thought it was authentic.
Where'd you get it?
Contact in Venezuela.
Oh, yeah, he's dead. I remember. Pretty damn convenient, just like the information being funneled through people you control in a country you influence in a major way. Information that could be used to leverage me. Is that what you're trying to do here, Alcazar?
I could see how you might think that. Obviously, someone's trying to steer you off track, but it isn't me. Now, you and I made a deal. You promised to open up your docs to my business. In return, I deliver Carly. If I knew where she was, why wouldn't I tell you? Why wouldn't I just hand her over and get on with my very lucrative business?
What's up?
The court has been going the entire time. No one's been around until a few minutes ago. Rick came in, checked his messages. Now it sounds like he's doing paperwork.
All right, you can take a break.
I didn't expect you home so soon.
Hi.
Did I interrupt something?
No. It's just some paperwork for a new case. No, you know what? I can't lie to you anymore.
Oh, what are you up to now, Rick?
Listen to me.
I haven't been honest with you about what's been consuming all my time. I mean, about what's been driving me.
I don't think I want to hear this.
No, you need to, please. For our marriage. It's supposed to be about trust, right? You want that, don't you?
Mm-hmm, more than anything.
Then you need to let me tell you. You were right to be suspicious. To question whether this whole Sonny thing, I let it go. Truth is, I haven't. All of my spare time trying to locate Carly for Sonny.
What a liar. Elizabeth, for God's sake, don't you fall for this.
I don't understand. I thought you hated Sonny.
I did. I do. It's just not, it's not clean, you know? The hate is wrapped up with so many other things, you know, anger and loss. I mean, not just loss of my mother, but I lost Sonny, too.
What?
I find out that I have this big brother who's a powerful and influential man. And then I finally find him, and he hates me. No, actually, he thinks that I'm less than nothing.
So the hate started all over again. Blackmailing Carly and doing all the other crazy things that I did. It just seemed worth it. Didn't work, though. Sonny loathes me now more than ever.
Wish I didn't care, but I do.
Doesn't surprise me. I know the kind of man you are.
You are so precious to me. No other woman would have put up with all the things that I've done. That's why I was afraid to tell you that I hadn't let this whole thing go about Sonny. I was afraid you wouldn't want to take that last step with me. Am I right, Elizabeth?
You have to admit it makes a twist of kind of sense. Ever since Rick showed up in town, took Martha's vineyard, he's done nothing but try to prove himself to me. It goes with everything else he's done.
Unless he's lying again.
Where you been?
Oh, I'm touched. Didn't know you cared. I've been shopping. If I'm going to play the part of Sonny Corinthos' mistress, I ought to at least, kind of look the part.
Huh? Who's paying for all this?
Well, don't look at me. Everyone knows I'm broke. Why else would I be with you?
Well, you're a tramp. No amount of dressing up's gonna change that.
Why do you feel compelled to insult me every time you open your mouth?
Because I can't stand you. You're hollow, you're dumb, you take stupid chances, and you count on your body and your talent in bed to get you out of the holes that you dig. You've slept with about half of the men in this town. So nobody's gonna even think twice that you're sleeping with me.
You don't mean that.
You know what? I am tired. I am tired of this game that we're playing back and forth. If you're gonna position yourself with Alcazar, you better do it now. Because otherwise, I'm gonna make a move on him myself.
I've had the tape running for 24 hours. The step picked up that sound again.
I mean, why would the glitch only register when Rick's home alone? And why would it consistently show up, then all of a sudden quit?
Maybe Rick stopped doing whatever caused the sound.
Or he found a way to camouflage it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Be late for the gallery.
Okay,
Get out of here.
slow down. I want you to drink this first. It's full of vitamins and folic acid and all kinds of good stuff like that.
Why are you suddenly monitoring my diet?
Well, we can have a child now, after all, and we don't know how soon that's going to be. I just want to make sure that you're as healthy and as strong as possible.
You are so thoughtful. Thank you.
Drink up.
So thoughtful he doesn't want you to conceive.
Hey.
actually glad to see you.
Even if this happened.
It's better you than Alcazar.
Well, what do you think?
As long as Alcazar likes it.
Am I allowed to offer an opinion? Look, you're rushing this. Even a pig like you shouldn't be this easy to betray. We have to come up with something Alcazar will believe.
Tell him I'm pulling away, that I have renewed hope that Carly's alive, and as soon as I found that out, that I started treating you like dirt. And then tell him you're going to spy on me for him.
Okay, but how would that be possible? Everyone knows you're a freak about security.
Tell him you listen from the top of the stairs. Carly used to do it all the time.
You really love her, don't you?
You just figuring that out?
I thought... Doesn't matter. I don't know what I thought. It's just that you guys both seem a little bit hard to live with.
Well, you better pray Carly comes home. You know why? Because if she doesn't and I lose her, there's not going to be anything left. No reason to show mercy. I will eliminate everybody who's ever crossed me or has shown Carly a moment's pain, starting with you. So, when you go talk to Alcazar, you better be convincing. Like your life depended on making him believe it.
Get out of my way. Well, I see that you've wasted no time replacing your wife. So you'll be glad to know that I've come to take away your last reminder.
What do you want?
My great-grandson, Michael.
Do this again, Edward. Michael was my son. You want to see the adoption papers?
You see, clearly this is no environment for an impressionable young boy.
Well, that's not for you to say. You know what? This is an old argument. You don't need to suffer through it. Why don't you go ahead and do what we were talking about? And, there you go. Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm. Any special requests?
Surprise me.
No, you were so good to me.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, and about Michael.
Yeah.
I support whatever decision you make.
Okay. That's great. Ta-di-da.
God knows I have no use for you. But you know something? I admired your wife. Oh, we locked heads many times. But I always looked on her as a woman of strength and determination. Mm-hmm. And she loved you. And this is how you honor her.
I don't have to justify my life to you, Edward.
Oh, I know. I just wonder how you justify it to yourself.
What's he doing here?
Nothing new. He's just using my wife's disappearance to steal Michael.
Do you ever stop?
No. Not where a little boy's well-being is concerned. Why should Michael continue to live here with a man who shows so little respect for his wife that he takes in a mistress before there's any proof that Carly's dead?
Okay, you know what? That's it. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Come on, Edward. My son is my son. He stays here. Get out.
You haven't heard the last of this.
Get out.
Come on, Carly, not another hunger strike, okay? Can we not go there today?
All right. I'll do whatever I can to avoid another encounter with Alcazar and Dr. Gordon. I'll even put up with you.
Should take that as a compliment.
It is, in a way. I hate what you're doing to me. But at least you're not some cold-hearted stranger holding me hostage. You and I were friends once. And I don't know, it may be naive, but I still like to think that it means something.
Carly, I like being your friend. Seeing the club come to life in your head, seeing it realized.
You helped it.
Yeah, but I tried. You're funny. You're smart. You're way too good for Sonny.
Come on, please. I know I'm not in the mood to hear how much you hate Sonny.
But you need to understand, Carly, he's not worthy of your loyalty. He's already, look at him, he's already shacked up with fate.
Don't say that. I don't want to hear that.
I'm sorry.
You know, it wasn't supposed to be this way. I was supposed to be so happy anticipating the birth of my baby. The baby that I've wanted for so long, and instead I am trapped in here. And I don't think I have ever been more lonely in my life.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you involved in this. I gotta go. Try to eat, feel better.
Bon appetit to that, you bastard. You think you're good at mind games? You hold on to your seat because I invented them.
I don't know if I'd keep doing this. Edward's right, Carly's memory deserves better.
No, Edward isn't right. Carly isn't dead. Forget her memory. Remember why you're doing this. You're doing everything you can to
Everybody
save
in
Carly.
the world...
Sonny?
Everybody in the world thinks I'm dishonoring my wife, that I'm treating her like dirt, that I can replace her just like that. What if we don't find her?
We're gonna find her.
Yeah, we're gonna find her. What if Alcazar can kill her in 1 minute? Why leave a witness around?
Sonny, I don't think...
Yeah, you don't think nothing. What are Michael and I gonna do without Carly? She's a center of this family.
I went over the tape.
Oh, forget the tape. Tape means nothing. What it means is that Rick bought a new electronic toy. Alcazar has the picture. That's proof. He's holding Carly somewhere in town, under our noses. That's unacceptable.
Okay,
I don't want to hear it again. You go end this thing with Rick. The surveillance, end it. Don't go into his house, try to get that bug. Get that van out of there. Forget how much you hate my brother. Help me get my wife back.
You can't do this.
May I come in? Look, I realize this must be difficult. Believe me, I thought twice about coming. Elizabeth tried to talk me out of it. She said any contact between the two of us is potential for misunderstanding.
Maybe she's right.
Yeah, anyway, so I'm here, obviously.
Why?
Well, I know Jason thinks that I took Carly, and you did too, at one point, and I denied any involvement, but that wasn't entirely true. I've been paying a private investigator to locate Carly. Mostly for selfish reasons. Surprise, surprise. I just wanted you to know that I didn't have anything to do with it, and that isn't all. peace with you. And the only way that I could see that happening is if I try to help.
Maybe you can help.
Hey, honey, it's me. I'm home right now. I've cut my day short because I have the worst headache. Do you think you could stop at the store and get me some extra strength aspirin on your way home? Thanks. Love you.
Your headaches from all the hormones Rick's been giving you. What's that? What is it, Elizabeth? What do you see?
Working for him. You're doing legal work for Alcazar. You even sold your old apartment. If Alcazar took Carly, that would put you in a position to find out.
Well, there's no evidence indicating that Alcazar did take Carly, but I'll be sure to check it out.
Appreciate that.
Well, we almost had a civil conversation.
What can I say? I'm desperate.
I know how that feels.
I imagine you do.
Sonny?
Yeah.
In the interest of keeping peace between the two of us, I've got to be honest with you. I lost my temper and I did something that I already regret.
Stan, shut it down. Shut off the equipment. Move the van. Sonny wants us out of here.
I don't think you want to go just yet. Elizabeth might have found something.
What do you mean?
Well, she came in with a headache. She laid down on the couch. And then all of a sudden she goes, "What's that?" Maybe it's nothing. All right.
You see it? Elizabeth, don't you? You see the switch? Come on. Press it. Press it. Get me out of here.
Well, well, well. Lansing was right. Violation of a court order. Caught with your hand in the cookie jar, Morgan. You're under arrest. Shut them down.
Press the switch, Elizabeth. Thank God you found us.
Something you regret.
I was angry. My back was against the wall.
Tell me what you did, Rick.
The van parked outside of my house for a while.
Would you just get to the point?
Jason planted a bug. I found it in my living room. He's been keeping surveillance on me, so I called the cops, and by now he's been arrested for violating the restraining order.
Drop the charges.
I want all this to stop, Sonny. I thought I made that very, very clear.
Call the police now.
Did you have anything to do with this? Did you tell Jason to keep an eye on my house? Well, he's
no.
not going to give this up.
He's worried about Carly.
Well, I think I've proven to you that I had nothing to do with her disappearance.
You want peace with me?
Yeah.
Then you got to drop the charges.
Look, Elizabeth and I deserve to be happy. And as long as Jason blames me for what happened to Carly, that isn't going to happen.
Okay. What do you want?
I want the same thing as anybody. I want to be free.
Elizabeth, don't waste time. Call 911.
This isn't happening.
Elizabeth, call Sonny. Call Sonny. Rick's out of his mind. He's sick.
I believed everything you said.
Elizabeth, I am cuffed to the wall. I cannot do this myself.
I don't need to.
No, you don't have the key. You don't have the key. Just call somebody. They need to know I'm in here. They need to know I'm in here before Rick gets home. Call someone. Elizabeth, go! Call 911. Come on, Elizabeth.
Carly.
Oh, Elizabeth. Elizabeth! Elizabeth, throw me the phone. Throw me the phone. I'll get an ambulance. I'll get you help. Elizabeth. Oh, God. Elizabeth, wake up. Wake up. God. God. God, somebody help me. Help us. Oh, Elizabeth, you saw me. You saw me. I'll get us out of here. I will get us out of here, Elizabeth.
I spent so much of my life being angry with you. I felt cheated out of my own happiness, out of our mother's love. Everything that I did was driven by that pain.
You're all grown up now, Rick.
I know that. I have something to live for. I dared you to kill me that day on Martha's Vineyard because I thought it would ruin your life.
I'm not going to go over this again.
Neither do I. Neither do I. Listen to me. I just want you to know that I wanted to kill you that day. I don't anymore.
Because of Elizabeth?
I had nothing to live for when I went after you before. Now I do.
Listen to me. Are you going to drop the charges? This is ridiculous.
Sonny, Jason was listening. All right? Elizabeth and I, he knows that Elizabeth and I want a family. I mean, there's a possibility that she can't conceive anymore.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry, and, I know how bad that must hurt, but, you don't need to... My friction with me on top of everything else you're going through, and I don't need to be worried about Jason now that my wife has disappeared, so I'm asking you. Call Baldwin, and I'll make sure Jason backs off.
Tried that before.
I know I tried that before, but you gotta trust me on this.
Get out, Corinthos, out!
You need to let Jason go.
When hell freezes over.
Rick dropped the charge.
That's funny, because Rick's the one that tipped me off that he was in violation of the restraining order.
Well, you should check with Mac, because he got the call.
Let me guess. You twisted your brother's arm. He did you a little favor.
Rick has his reasons.
You're not doing this.
Will you just go with it?
No, I'd rather go to jail than have you and that bastard's dead.
Rick's not getting away with it. No. Let him get away with this. Come on.
Listen. What happened? What did you do?
I didn't do anything to her, you bastard! You did this, sir. It's your fault.
Wake
I thought
up.
you were giving her birth control pills.
I was.
No, what else were you giving her?
Nothing. I would never hurt her.
She saw me, Rick. She saw me. You have to let me go. She knows what you did. She's gonna wake up. She's gonna help me before she collapses.
Get up!
No! She saw me, Rick. You have to let me go now.
No, she's gonna be all
She's
right.
gonna hate you.
She's gonna be okay.
For now, it's the only solution, Jason.
Sonny.
Hey, Morgan, guess what? You're free to go.
Good.
Let me ask you something, Corinthos. Does he miss his kneecaps?
My brother wants to make peace between us. And so do I.
You have one shot, Rick. Let me go. Call an ambulance and then run like hell.
Okay, come on. Come on. I want you to open your eyes.
Rick, when she opens her eyes, she's gonna see me again. You have to let me go.
I'm gonna get you some help. It's all right.
Rick, you should have seen her. You should have seen her. Look at her face when she opened the door. And she saw everything in your life has been a lie. She's gonna hate you.
Listen, I'm gonna get you out of here. Come on. I'm gonna try to be as easy as possible. Okay. All right. Try to lean on me. That's it. It's okay.
Let's find this thing.
Come on, Baldwin. Have forensic checks the place.
Oh, my God. Elizabeth did it. We're finally going home.
Come on, stop stalling.
Give him what he wants.
Come on, let's go. Stop looking around. Go get the bug.
Oh, my God. Something went wrong. They still don't know I'm here.
Listen, newsflash for you. The next time you and your brother have a little squabble, try and set each other up, break into each other's houses, do not call the police. We're not interested. Now let's get out of here.
No, Sonny. Please don't go. I'm in here. Don't leave me.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Tell Scott why you're convinced Rick has Carly.
Already heard it.
But you're gonna hear it again.
Michael says Rick took Carly from the church.
Tell him about the sound.
What? The bug?
Yeah, tell him
Okay. The bug signal would zap out, and when it happened, Rick was alone in the room, and there would be no noise from Rick at all.
That's because he left.
No, he'd be back again without entering or exiting the house. And Elizabeth was never in the room when the disruption happened.
Sure, there's an explanation.
Yeah, fine.
What do you want me to do with this?
You know what? I've done everything with you and the feds to try to get Carly back. You haven't come up with anything.
That's the feds. I would have had this
Just
done.
have him analyze the tape.
Listen, post the forensics until I,
Something's not right in this house.
That's right. Sonny, follow your heart. We're here. We love you. You feel us.
Let's go out.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna stick around and I'm gonna have a conversation with my brother.
Well, tell your brother not to call us when he finds you lounging about in his house. Because we don't care. Let's go.
You believe me now? About Rick?
He has her.
We're going to get Cardi back.
I love you. Sonny, I'm so close. You have no idea.
You see something?
No, I got a feeling.
What kind?
I feel Carly.
That's right. Oh, I'm right here. Don't give up on me. Come find me.
You know, that indicates Carly was ever in this house, but I'm getting a feeling, and I know it sounds crazy.
Not to me. And it wouldn't to Carly either.
You're right. You can feel me because we're connected. I'm right here.
I don't know, maybe I'm losing it again. Oh, man. Anybody would if they had to live with faith. I hate that trap. The fact that she's living in my wife's house is wrong.
You're just keeping your end of the deal with the feds.
Yeah, that's it. I know that, but what has it gotten me? Faith in my face? No sign of Carly. What happened to their fancy forensics? All the technology they were gonna have to find my wife.
I knew it. I knew you'd never forget me and move on to fate of all people. You're my heart and I'm yours.
We're gonna find Carly.
And we're not going to stop until we do.
We can't. Because Carly is alive. And she's waiting. And she's willing me to find her. And that's what I'm going to do, even if I have to walk through fire. I'm going to stay here. Wait for Rick.
Okay. Good. You can work for some information.
Rick is going to lead us to Carly one way or the other.
All right, I'll clear out. They'll shut down if I'm here. Yeah.
Guess who?
Hey, how you doing?
That's why I'm calling. Look, I don't want you to alarm Sonny. God knows he has enough on his mind, but... Jason, there's a serious problem on this island.
I'm right here, Sonny. Don't give up. I am alive and I am strong and I am fighting for our child. And I swear if you can't find me, I will find my way home to you. Somehow.
Scott Baldwin said that you were here. Why?
Do you really have to ask? The bug's gone, if that eases your mind.
Well, the bug and getting Jason off my back mattered a lot more earlier today. After what happened to my wife, I really don't care about that much.
So what exactly did happen?
Elizabeth found me and all of Rick's lies were exposed.
Pulmonary embolism. Just came out of nowhere.
Not out of nowhere, Rick. There was you.
You know, I'm not a good man. I know that. But everything I did from the day that Elizabeth agreed to marry me was try to make her happy. You know, to give her what she wanted. A life full of love and trust, a family. And we were on our way, you know, it's a few bumps in the road. All the darkness was starting to move out. You know, like a thunderstorm at the end of summer on the vineyard. There was light. Now, just like that, there's just no light anymore in the world.
So what happened? I mean, why are you talking about Elizabeth as if she's already dead?
Because she will be. She saw me and now Rick's going to have to kill her.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, what do I say? I mean, she's a fighter. She's not going to want to lose our life any more than I will. She'll heal, you know. She'll come back. It's not over. Can't be.
When
you love a woman like that, you never give up. No matter how hopeless it looks, you just keep on fighting. Even if you have to go to hell and back, whatever it takes to bring her back to you. Tell Elizabeth my thoughts are with her.
You look like hell. Is Gil finally getting to you?
No. I'll start, okay? I'm not in the mood.
No, I understand why, since you're responsible for what happened to Elizabeth tonight.
Eat your dinner.
Do you know that pulmonary embolisms can be a direct result of hormones, which you've been... Shut up! Elizabeth! All this time! You know, I find it so ironic, Rick. Here you love her so much, and you devised this extraordinary plan to give her my child, and now, because of your genius, she may die.
What are you doing? Don't manhandle me. I was adjusting her pillow. She looked uncomfortable.
You were adjusting her pillow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
By putting it over her face? You have a hell of a way of seducing a man. Like trying to kill his wife and coming on to his brother?
Oh, please, don't flatter yourself. I only came on to you to spice up a really dreary job. Living with you is like trying to have a picnic on Siberian tundra.
Really? Well, I guess I'm not inspired.
Well, you still have to keep your end of the bargain,
Okay,
don't
you know what? Forget the deal. You gotta listen to me. You, no doubt, are the woman that Rick deserves. Okay, but I got nothing to do with that. You're gonna stay away from Elizabeth. All right? Her sudden, unexplained death is not something you want to be part of. You get what I'm saying?
Perfectly.
Perfectly? You get it? No. Good. Take off. I don't know if you can hear me or not. But what put you here? Is there something going on in that house?
To hell with you, I love Elizabeth.
It doesn't matter. Because when Elizabeth wakes up, she is going to go to the cops. She's going to tell them. They're going to come here. They're going to find me. They're going to arrest you. If Sonny doesn't kill you first. Don't you realize this is out of control, Rick? And Elizabeth is paying the price.
I'm saying.
You have to decide, Rick. What is more important, revenge on Sonny or saving Elizabeth's life?
You and I used to be friends, Elizabeth. You trusted me. And then you hooked up with Rick. You just got mixed up with the wrong guy this time. But maybe I shouldn't say that so easily because everybody tells Carly the same thing about me. She didn't get herself kidnapped. Somebody took her to hurt me. Hey. Do you know who took Carly? Yeah, Cardi. You know what happened to her, huh? Listen to me. Look at me. Did Rick take her?
just as he came about an hour ago.
Courtney. Hey. Hey, are you guys here to see Elizabeth?
What happened to Elizabeth?
She just had an emergency surgery for a pulmonary embolism, and she's still unconscious.
How'd she get a pulmonary embolism?
The doctors don't know.
Okay, would you just mind keeping an eye on Michael while Courtney and I go see her?
Sure.
Hey, buddy, Courtney and I are gonna go visit a sick friend. You think you can stay with Maxie until your dad shows up?
Yeah.
We'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
Hey, what's that?
I don't know, that's where I gotta find out.
Do you work at the hospital?
Actually, I'm a volunteer, which means I work for free. I pretty much just get people their magazines or books, or get them a glass of water if they need it, or keep them company, you know. It's just something that keeps me busy. Hey, I'll be right back, okay, Michael? Hey, I'm babysitting.
Hey, Mike, whoa, 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 what's the matter? Whoa, take it easy, take it easy.
Mommy,
Take it easy.
I saw you. You're a liar.
Calm down, Michael, it's okay.
You took my mom from the church.
No, Michael, I know that's what Jason told you, but that's not true.
I was there. I saw.
You know what? You're mistaken.
Michael, what are you doing? Come here.
Daddy, he's the one who took Mommy. He grabbed her and dragged her away from the church. Make him give her back.
Sonny, you know, Mrs. Jason's doing. He's got Michael all confused.
I know. Come here. What's wrong with you? I know you think Rick has Mommy. He doesn't. He's actually helping Daddy find her. To the newest member of our family.
Well, we should have the guest of honor join the celebration. Sonny, where's the baby?
Right here.
Is that him? Baby Rick. Look, he has Rick's eyes and dark hair. You would never guess he was adopted.
Elizabeth can't tell you how much we appreciate you both hosting our new son's christening.
That's my baby.
No, our baby's gone. This is Rick and Elizabeth's child.
No. Sonny, that's our little boy. That's our baby. Rick stole him.
No.
Give it back.
No, it's okay.
Something's wrong.
Rick has Mommy. I saw him take her. Why don't you make him give her back?
Where's Courtney?
She and Jason asked me to keep an eye on Michael while they went to visit
Hey,
Elizabeth.
do me a favor, find her and have her take Michael home.
Okay.
Hey, listen to me. People make mistakes. Jason made a mistake when he said Rick took her, and I know you heard him say that. That's why you're saying that now. Rick would never.
But I'm not lying.
I don't. That's enough. I don't want to hear anymore, Michael.
But he did.
You listen to me. You have to listen to me. You didn't see anything. You're making up stories. That is not fair to Rick.
Jason, Daddy won't believe me that Rick has Mommy.
All right.
Tell him I'm not lying.
All right. I want you two to take Michael home, but I need to talk to you for a second.
Okay, come on, sweetie. Let's go.
You see what you've done with your paranoia? Michael is upset because you filled his head with a bunch of lies. We have no proof that Rick took her. So I want you to take Michael home. Explain that to him and try to undo the damage that you've done.
Fine.
Now, I don't want to hear about this anymore.
All right, I got it. By the way, you're out here sucking up to Sonny? Your wife's heart stopped.
Okay. We're okay. Okay, I'm not in labor. I am not in labor. Okay. My water hasn't broken. There's no signs of blood. Okay. The cramps, they're not regular. The contractions, they're just... Ow! Okay, it just... Ow!
Still have pain with your fingers. You worked so hard to put your show together. I didn't even ask you. I just gave it to you. I wanted to give you everything, Elizabeth. Success. Family. How did it go so wrong? I thought you already left.
I just wanted to check in on Elizabeth. Tony says that he expects a full recovery. That must be a relief.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a little too tired to be relieved. And the chance that Elizabeth might die is still too close. Keep thinking about all the what ifs. You know, all the things I could have done differently. If I'd come home half an hour earlier, if I never bought that house in the first place. If I would have told you the first time that I met you that I was your brother. I never would have started this war between us that's caused so much pain.
It's funny, you know. People say we look like brothers. And I've never seen it or felt it until right this minute. But anyway, I know what it means to watch somebody you love pay for your choices. To be willing to trade your life. If it would change 10 minutes in the past. To keep somebody from harm. To bring them back to you. But you know what? You always wanted what belonged to me. And now you got more. You got your wife right here, right? You can tell her you love her. You can hold her hand. You can tell her you're gonna stay with her. I would give up my life for the chance to have Carly back. Don't waste it.
It's already too late.
I think I can lift you.
No.
Hey, buddy. I'm glad you're home.
Leave me alone. I hate you. You won't believe anything.
Hey, wait, hold on. I do believe you. I believe every word you said. Rick is a bad man. He's evil. If Rick thought that I believed you, he might try to hurt you. That's why I had to do what I did. I had to pretend that Rick was my friend, and I had to act like I thought you were lying.
But I'm not lying.
I know you're not lying. I know you're not. I've waited and I prayed
for you to remember, and now you do. So now you got to tell me everything that happened from the beginning. Okay? You lost the ring. You went to the
bride room.
Right, to get it. Okay, Mama came looking for you.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And did she
helped me find it. Then
she helped you find it. Then what? Did you leave the bride's room?
Well, Mommy found it. Then she gave it back to me.
Right.
And then Mommy said we had to hurry. And then I stopped to fix my shoe. And then Mommy was a little ahead.
Right.
Then Rick grabbed her. He put something over her mouth. Mommy fought.
Right.
But she fell asleep.
Did Rick say anything?
He said, I'm taking you home.
I played Rick exactly the way he's been playing me. Told him everything he wanted to hear. That I doubted my own son. That we were so much alike.
Did you believe you?
Yeah, he ate it up with a spoon. Can you believe this sick bastard? After everything he's put me through? He stole my wife. Made me his enemy. He still wants to be my brother. Like I would, let me tell you something. He's twisted, okay? Completely twisted. He's capable of killing Michael if Michael doesn't shut up.
Yeah, in the hospital, I figured that's what was going on.
Letitia's putting Michael to bed. I'm just gonna run across the hall and feed Rosie, okay?
I thought you got the message at the hospital, Faith. You are not to go anywhere near Michael. Or Sonny, for that matter.
Well, my friends at the government want me to convince the world that I'm Sonny's mistress. So, get out of my way before I run you down.
Okay, no. You know what? You can go sleep with Alcazar. You can go back to prison. I really don't care. But there's no way in hell you are spending one more night in my brother's home.
You know what? That's between me and Sonny. And I think I can convince him.
You know what? That's for Carly, who won't want you anywhere near her husband or her home. And if you don't stay gone, honey, I swear to God, I will rip every strand out of your puny little head.
So did Michael tell you that Rick said he was going to take Carly home?
What if he meant it literally? What if Rick has Carly in that house?
Sonny, I searched that house again and again. There's no trace. There's nothing.
Explain the sound. We didn't identify it from the audio surveillance.
I know.
And the camera that you found that didn't record. Okay. What about the phone call that I got? Carly called, right? And it seemed like somebody grabbed her from the other room. The picture, it looked like she was in a cell, right? We gotta get the plans to that house. He could have a secret room.
Whew, okay, sweetie. Well, we just survived our first bout of Braxton Hicks. And personally, I'd like them to be our last, okay? Who are you? What are you doing? And who sent you?
Meyer, listen. I need you to do me a favor. I need the blueprints for Rick Lansing's house. Get it from Penny Records. I want to know who the real estate agent was who sold him the house. Right. I want to talk to her personally.
What's going on?
I think we found Carly. Rick had her in his house the whole time.
Who are you?
it take to find one real estate?
Myers fast. He'll find something.
I'd go to the place myself, but I don't want to, I don't want to spend another minute wasting time searching that place because I want to get in, get Carly, get out before Rick knows what hit him. With any luck, maybe he'll come home from the hospital, find Carly missing. He'll be afraid. I want him to run, and I want him to try to hide. I want him to beg for mercy on our mother's name, and then I'm gonna spit in his face, and then I'm gonna kill him. What's that?
Well, I ran into Faith earlier. Anyway, I told her that this whole charade of her being your mistress is officially over, and I warned her not to show up here again. Anyway, I packed up all her junk, and I just didn't want it in the guest room or anywhere else in the house when Carly got home.
Michael, we both appreciate what you've done. We couldn't have done it without you.
Well, I'm just glad it's almost over.
Wow, it will be. Once I have Carly in my arms, and I know for a fact Rick won't hurt her again.
Unless you are expecting a repairman, you should be worried because someone was in the house here, and there was a guy in your house.
So what? He didn't get to you, did he? You're still my little secret. One that I could do without having right now.
Okay, well, what about Elizabeth?
You were counting on her, weren't you? Even though you called her a fool, looked down on her, said that she was naive, you were still hoping that she would be the one to save you.
She saw me, Rick, and she knows everything.
Yeah, well, the truth is, Carly, I was hoping that Elizabeth could be my salvation, too. She could help me save me from myself. That's just not possible anymore.
What did you do to her, Rick? Did you kill her?
No, of course not. Elizabeth is alive and well. She loves me more than ever. That embolism that she had, Carly, affected her memory. She doesn't remember seeing you at all. Is there some way that I can cover all of this up? Elizabeth could go on loving me forever.
Sonny, this is Candace Howard, the real estate agent you want to speak with.
I'm sorry to interrupt your evening, but I'm interested in a house on 55 Cherry Lane that Rick Lansing bought. You were the real estate agent, weren't you?
Yes, yes I was.
Yeah, there's a secret room in that house?
I'm really not at liberty to discuss.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I had my sister here present, so just to reassure you that I mean you no harm. I just want to know information that you already had. So, the secret room, you want to tell me more about that?
It's on the south wall of the living room. It's accessible by a remote, or there's a switch in a bookshelf by the mantel. The room is secure, soundproof. It's basically invisible, which is the main reason Mr. Lansing purchased the property.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
My driver will take you home. She was there the whole time?
I I wonder if she knew all the times we searched that house for her.
The cameras you found must have been hooked up to their room. The sound of the tape was from the remote. Rick was talking about it to Alcazar. When you got them on tape, I told you you were wrong. I told you it was Elizabeth. It was
Sonny.
No. You know what? I doubted you and Michael. I apologize about that.
All that matters is that we found her.
We gotta get Carly out.
Could be Meyer.
What?
Sonny, it's me. Please come get me.
Where are you?
I'm at Rick's. He's had me the whole time, but, he's letting me go now. He says you can come take me home.
You all right?
I'm fine. So's the baby. We held on for you, but I need you. Please come get me.
All right, I'm on my way. I love you.
I love you.
Rick's letting her go.
So what happens to Rick now?
You better start running. Because Sonny's after you now. And when he finds you, he's gonna make you pay for this.
Believe me, Carly, I know exactly how deeply Sonny hates because I hate the very same way. I was inches from smothering the life out of the only woman I ever loved. I suppose if I was stronger and maybe a little sicker, gotten away with it. Killed Elizabeth, you and your baby. That would have been the ultimate revenge on Sonny.
So what stopped you?
But if I had to live the rest of my life knowing that I killed the one person who made me happy, knowing that I proved that Elizabeth's love and trust in me was naive and that I was a monster all along. So, I had to be worthy of her love at least once. So I let her live and I'm letting you go. The only thing I ask in return is that you tell Elizabeth that I did it for her. Because I love her and she made me better. Wherever I am, I'll go on loving her forever.
Carly, we're gonna get you out. Switch to the room right in the bookshop. Carly!
Stay